Hello everyone! Welcome back to my channel! And of course, we are done with part 1, which talks about the branches of biology. Part 2, which talks about the history of cells. And now, we have the part 3, which focuses more on the what? The cell organelles. So, in this day, we will discuss about cell organelles. And of course, before anything else, I would like to thank my previous students for making this PowerPoint presentation. So, without further ado, let's start. So, this is a comparison between the organelles of an animal cell and a plant cell. So, the best analogy of cell organelles is, for example, a cell, isa na siya katao. Therefore, unsa man ang nasa tao, di ba mga organs? The same also with cells. Ang cells na po siya ginatawag nga organelles, which are yung mga cytoplasm, Golgi apparatus, cell membrane, plasma membrane, and the like. So, di na nato dugayin pa. Let's start with the first organelle. So first, we have nucleus. Of course, nucleus can only be found in a eukaryotic cell. And of course, inside the nucleus, it contains what? Nucleolus, which synthesizes ribosomes. So the nucleus, in general, it is the genetic library of the cell. Why do you think genetic library? Because it contains the what? The DNA. What is the meaning of DNA? Deoxyribonucleic acid. And trivia, you know what? That the nucleus, it is the largest organelle in an animal cell. So, we have some examples here. So, we are done with nucleus. Next, of course, we have chloroplast. So, of course, I'll transfer this first. Yan. So, we have chloroplast. By the way, what is a chloroplast? It can only be found in a plant cell. Because generally, chloroplast, it captures the light energy. And of course, you know what? I know some of you keep on asking, Sir, bakit green yung dahon? It's because of the what? Chlorophyll. It is the green pigment of, or that can be found in the chloroplast. And you know what? Chloroplast, as it captures light, therefore, it is the site of photosynthesis. And of course, as what I've said, it can only be found in a plant cell. We are done with chloroplast, and now let's proceed to the next. So, ito yung chloroplast. Okay, before we'll proceed, I know some of you might ask, okay, aside from the chlorophyll, I know some of you might ask, when we talk about light, Sir, bakit ganito yung kulay ng isang bagay? For example, bakit green yung dahon or bakit yellow yung dahon? Because it absorbs all the color in the spectrum except the color yellow. Therefore, it reflects the color yellow. That is why our eyes tend to see color yellow. For example, yellow na dahon. Yun. Next, we have now ribosomes. Tanong ko, saan nga yun sinesynthesize yung ribosomes? You got it right. Nucleolus. So, what is the role of ribosomes? It is the protein factories in the cell. Because what? It carry out protein synthesis. So we have two free ribosomes and bounded ribosomes. When we talk about free ribosomes, it is what? It can be seen in the cytoplasm, while bound ribosomes, it can only be found in the what? In the endoplasmic reticulum. So, next. And of course, we have the mitochondria. So, the singular of this one is mitochondrion. So, mitochondria in general, it is the powerhouses of the cells. Why? Because it converts food molecules into energy in the form of from ATP, nagiging ADP na lang siya. So later on, it is some sort of complex, but later on in our discussion with biology, we could be able to know about this one. So wait lang ta. So mitochondria, that is the role of mitochondria. Next. And of course, cytoskeleton. Cytoskeleton, in general, it is a mechanical support network of fibers. Why? Because it gives the shape of the cell. Without cytoskeleton, do you think cell has its own shape? Of course, wala. Because it serves as a support to the cell to have a shape. And also, we have these microfilaments, which are thinnest part of cytoskeleton. Always remember this one because in board exams, particularly, kadalasan itong lumalabas. Next. And we have the endoplasmic reticulum. In general, endoplasmic reticulum, it is the biosynthetic factory. Why? Because as what you could see, ang endoplasmic reticulum is kanang murag murag tinae, mao na siya. Actually, it is a continuous with the nuclear envelope. So, it serves as the what? Mura siyag highway. And of course, what are the types of endoplasmic reticulum? We have the smooth and we have the rough. So what is the difference between smooth and rough? So let's start with smooth. The smooth ER is named so because it lacks a ribosome on its surface. So it is involved in the synthesis of lipids or phospholipids and carbohydrates rather that used to build the membrane. So those are the macromolecules. We have the lipids, carbohydrates. We also have the nucleotide and of course amino acid. So those are a protein rather, not amino acid. So protein. So those are the what? Those are the macromolecules. And of course, we also have this what we call smooth ER. Next to it is the rough ER. So again, the four macro molecules are carbohydrates, nucleic acid, we also have the protein and the lipids. So next, rough endoplasmic reticulum. If in smooth endoplasmic reticulum is there is no ribosomes attached, here in rough endoplasmic reticulum, it has an attached ribosome. And the role of a ribosome, it synthesizes what? Protein, one of the macromolecules. So, next. And now we have centriole. So, of course, the main role of centriole is it contains tube-shaped molecules known as microtubules that help separate chromosomes and moving them during the cell division. So, the main role of centriole is during what? Cell division like mitosis, and we also have meiosis. Next. And we also have this lysosome. Lysosome in general, it is called as the suicidal bag of the cell. Why? Because it has a membranous sac of strong hydrolytic enzymes. Digest bacteria and other foreign substances. Lysosomes carry intracellular digestion by phagocytosis. So you know what? Lysosome, of course, we know that cell, it is a semi-permeable with the aid of the plasma membrane. So, of course, there are foreign materials that goes inside the cell. So, the role of this lysosome is it will what? the one who will digest the foreign substances that will go inside, most especially the cell. And aside from that one, also lysosome, it is the what? The responsible, for example, if the person will die, the of course it will what? The lysosome will now what? Make the cell suicide. Kaya nga, 'di ba, murag magtubig na siya after kuan. So, here is lysosome. So, next. We also have Golgi apparatus. By the way, Golgi apparatus, in general, it is a shipping and receiving center. So, of course, as what you can see in the picture, so, it is not, basta it is the one who pack the what? Manufacture processes of certain macromolecules inside the cell. So, it is also coined as the packaging factories of the cell. And we also have the cell wall. Okay, disclaimer, cell wall is only present on the what? Plant cell. Animal cell don't have cell wall. We only have plasma membrane. So cell wall, it is located outside the cell membrane, protective layer of the cell. Plant cell wall made up of cellulose. That is why, as you could observe, that plants have a thick skin as compared to humans. And of course, if plant cell made up of cellulose, remember this one, bacterial cell is made of peptidoglycan, and of course, fungal cell is made of what? Chitin. So cell wall, it is the outmost layer of a plant cell. And of course, we also have cytoplasm, or other book coined it as cytosol. So it is found inside the cell, so where organelles are located, composed of water, salts, protein, fats, carbohydrates, and the like. And of course, cytosol, it is what? Jelly-like structure inside the cell wherein it holds all the organelles. Next. And of course, plasma membrane, as what I've said earlier, that in animal cell, we do only have plasma membrane or cell membrane. So its role is it encapsulates the contents of the cell. It is what? Semi-permeable, because it serves as a selective barrier on what are the foreign substances that may go inside and go outside in our cell. And of course, apart from encapsulating cell contents, the plasma membrane also plays a vital role in regulating movement of the substances, as what I have said earlier. Next. And of course, vacuoles. Vacuoles is only present on the plant cell. Animal cell don't have these vacuoles. And if in animal cell, the largest organelle is nucleus, in plant cell, the largest organelle is vacuoles, because it is where the plant stores water to regulate turgor pressure, excretion of water products. So of course, plants, they do really need water. As what you could observe, that if you could what? Lies a little bit of this, what we call this one, stem of the plant, you could really see that there is what? Water. Because kung walang tubig, maluya ang tanom. So here is the vacuole. Okay, so we are now done with our cell organelles, or the part 3 of our lesson. So thank you so much for watching. Of course, don't forget to subscribe, and of course, leave a comment. I would really appreciate it. Again, this is your guapong instructor, Mark Jen M. Martinez. Bye-bye.